Allah Narasimha Reddy of Institutions, Department of Civil Engineering, welcomes you for online classes. Due to this COVID-19, our management, director sir, Kodi sir, instructed us to conduct online classes. So, myself, Suresh Kumar, Assistant Professor in Department of Civil Engineering, my subject is Surveying and Geomatics. So, before going to start my class, want to uh, tell you about what is a course objective and course outcome of surveying and geometric subject. Before starting any subject, the student should understand the what is the objective of that particular subject and what is the outcome of that particular subject. Then only the student will benefit after the completion of this course. So before this, the objectives of this particular surveying and geomatics subject, the student can understand the principles and methods of surveying. What are the principles are there in surveying, and what are the methods? What are the different types of methods for doing survey? And measure horizontal and vertical distances and angles. This is also one of the objective of this particular subject. Recording of observations accurately, perform calculations based on the observations. Whatever the data we are collecting on a field, that should be calculated based on your observation, what you are observed on the field. Identification of source of errors and rectification methods. Applying survey principles to determine areas, volumes, and setting out curves. And we can use modern surveying equipments for accurate results. There are so many new equipments are there for calculating areas, volumes, angles, etc. These are the objectives of surveying and geometric subject. Now, outcomes. After the completion of this course, what the student can do by learning this subject, what is the outcome of this subject, what the student is able to do, what he can do by completion of this course, that is the outcome of this particular subject. My first outcome is applying the knowledge to calculate angles, distance, and levels. After the completion of this course, the student can calculate the angles, either it may be horizontal angles, vertical angles, and the student can measure linear measurements or angular measurements at the end of this course. And not only this, the student can take the levels, the elevations on a ground. Next outcome is identify data collection methods and prepare field notes. See, the identification of this, whatever the data we are collecting on a field, that can be collected and we can prepare a field notes. Okay, whatever the data we are collecting on a field, the student can collect the data and he can prepare a field notes in a field only, so that after collecting all the data, he can calculate that areas, volumes, or elevations or anything. Student understand the working principle of surveying instruments, instrument errors, and corrective measures. So here there are so many equipments, instruments are there in surveying. So the different instruments have different least counts. Okay, there will be errors, there will be minor errors, that will be the what is the least count of that particular equipment. The student can understand and the student can learn that what is the least count of that particular instrument. Interrupt survey data and compute areas and volumes levels by different types of equipment and relate the knowledge to the modern equipment and methodologies. See, this is the thing, the student can do survey by taking these equipments, and he can go to the field and he can collect the data, and that collect whatever the data is collected on a field, that can be calculated, and at the end of that the student can perform what is the volume of that particular area, and what is the area length of that particular distance, and what is the what is the earthwork done in that particular area. The student can calculate after the completion of this course. These are the outcomes for this particular subject. See, this is the syllabus for surveying and geomatics. If you come for first unit, there will be introduction and basic concepts which are there in surveying. So that what that basics are: objectives, classifications, principles, scales, linkage of maps, conventional symbols, like that. So many uh, civil related some principles are there. We will learn in this particular unit regarding that signals, symbols, like that. Now, methods, what type of methods and what type of instruments are there for collecting this data. That is direct method. There is a chains, tapes, ranging rods, tapes, corrections, prismatic compass, like that. These are the direct method instruments will useful for measuring, taking angular and linear measurements. In second unit, student going to learn leveling as well as determining the areas and volumes. So here also, whatever the we'll use dumpy level and auto levels for calculating the areas. Here, for calculating volumes by using these leveling instruments, after collecting the data in a field, we'll take that information, and according to that reality on a ground information, we are going to calculate the volumes and areas of that particular field. The student can going to learn about these two, leveling and area and volume calculations, in unit 2. Unit 3. In unit 3, the student is going to understand about the concept of theodolite surveying. What is the theodolite? There is an instrument called theodolite. In this, the student can take the horizontal and vertical angles. So in first unit and second unit, what you are taking, that is linear measurements and angular measurements. But in this theodolite, we can take horizontal angles as well as vertical angles. So this instrument can useful for calculating the height of a tower or height of a building by using this theodolite. Next, in unit 4, that is curves. See, in these curves, especially when you are laying a new road or new railway track or anything else like that, we need to do a survey. For that is nothing but curve setting. There are different types of curves are there in that, simple curve, compound curve, reverse curve, like that. So the student is going to understand which type of curve is suitable for that particular field. So we need to the student is going to learn here how to set that curve also. Okay, because when you are taking diversion on a curve, a vehicle or bike or car or anything else, what happens, there is a chance of skidding. So we need to set that curve in a such a way that the vehicle should not skid when it is passing through that particular curve. Not only this, there are some other equipments like EDM, electrical distance measurement, that is also useful for taking this, and total station. The total station is an instrument It can be calculated, or whatever the instrument we have discussed, which have come in first unit, second unit, third unit. That instrument, the single instrument can calculate all these measurements without any help of other equipments. There is a GPS and GIS, global positioning system, and is also there for finding this. In fifth unit, the student is going to learn about photogrammetry surveying. In this, the basic concepts how this aerial survey will be done in that particular disaster. The disasters will happens due to the disasters. If you want to identify the damage to the resources, or these can be planning and ground control extension for photographic mapping, aerial triangulation, radial triangulation, and these all are things are going to learn in fifth unit. Okay, this is the syllabus we are going to deal in this particular subject. Here there are some test books, standard test books for preparing to prepare for the subject. Uh, Chandra, the planning, plane surveying and higher surveying, and Duggal, SK Duggal is one more standard test book for using these for this particular subject. There are some other reference subjects, reference test books can go through for learn for reading this particular subject.